Well, good morning, everybody, again. A little bit different. Well, no, it's not actually that different. I normally stream The Long Dark in the mornings, which I've done, and I thought, you know what, I feel like doing another stream. So I'm going to stream my Sky Children of the Light, because I can. Hello, is there another? They didn't, did they? No, that's not for another week. Okay. So this particular account of mine might be ready for 200 wings. She's on 193 now, and I think actually she'd get up to 195, 196 with a couple more Red Shard events. But since the last time I ran Eden with this particular account, she's picked up quite a few wing buffs, and I think it's enough to get her to the point that 200 is potentially possible. The problem is I don't know how many wing buffs they've got. The only way to find out is to run Eden, see how many wings they come out, and then that should tell me whether or not I can get this particular account can go to 200. I got a couple of other accounts which have done 200. And this one, yep, the last one. So to do this, I've got to go and run Eden, and then see what happens. And in fact, there's one thing I need to check. Hang on a second, people. I just need to make sure that this is running on Twitch. And it is. Okay. I had to rush a bit to get this set up, so in fact, if you see chat on the screen, which you should do, that's actually chat from my previous live stream. So with a bit of luck, somebody will send me a message, and I'll find out whether I need to do anything about the chat stream on OBS. In fact, hang on a second. Actually, let me check something here. Actually, I can. Hang on a second. I'm fussing a bit. Let me just give me a second here. Let's see whether or not testing the chat. I can't spell. Yes, that's working. Okay, alright, I'm good to go. Sorry about that. This is what happens when you rush things between streams. Okay. Hey Anna, welcome back. This is something completely different. If you haven't seen my Sky streams, this is I'm not sure if it's a classic, but it's a heck of a lot more relaxing than doing the Long Dark, I can tell you. Although, having said that, what I'm about to do is more stressful than most things in the Long Dark. So breaking 200 wings in the game is considered to be quite something. I've got 2 accounts which have done it, and it took them both about a year to do it, and this particular... Well, thank you. There we go. I find Sky to be very relaxing, I think is the expression. Not this part so much. This is yeah, running Eden is the most stressful part of the game. To be well, no, it's not actually. I would rather run Eden twice than try and go. There is one, what they call Spirit, that you can run in a place called the Golden Wasteland. That one is a screaming nightmare, and I've just got to remember my timings. Here we go. This is the easy bit. Wait for the last couple of rocks to come through, and then I should just be able to scoot across. Yeah. And seeing as this is an Eden run, I am not going to stop for dyes or anything. Yeah. Okay, it's going to be one of those days. There are people who do this very, very quickly. They literally fly up that section, but... Oh, right! Of course. This is actually the kind of game your daughter might enjoy, to be honest with you. Although I am by far not the oldest person to play it. This is actually my favourite part of this particular little trip. Dodging the dragons. Oh, there's a lot of... People come up here much more frequently now to pick up dyes so they can colour their outfits. Arwen, that's her name here by the way, has nothing that she can dye. So, nothing she's wearing is dyeable. Yeah. Those are called Dark Dragons for the uninitiated, and I'm just waiting for the rockfall. And then once that's over, I should be able to make a quick dash up to here. Hopefully. And hopefully if I can just get here in time and sit. This isn't 100%, sometimes you can still get hit doing that, but it puts you within striking distance of the next bit. This bit is the most threatening looking in some ways. I've had people say how much they hate this part, but in truth it's yeah, I like this part. This part's not too bad. And in case you're wondering why I say that, it's because I do this. You simply take cover behind this ledge, wait for the dragon to go over, and then you're good to get to the next section. Unless I do something wrong. I noticed, by the way, Anna, I picked up a couple of subscribers in my last stream, which was gratifying. Picked up 2, I think. Oh, somebody's in trouble. Yeah, I don't know where, but they were in trouble. I didn't see anybody get hit. It's possible that they got out of the way. Yeah, that's alright. It's seen me, but I'm safe. There we go. This is the bit I really don't like, has to be said. This has got this whole combination of rocks and patrolling dragons. And it is not at all unusual to get clobbered by a rock in this section. Wait for the rocks to go through, and of course, having said that, I'll probably get hit by something. Dash for the light. And if in doubt, sit. Because now I've got to go up there. And this is always a pain. Yep, I badly misjudged that. If I'm very lucky, I can... Yep, I got hit. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah. Yep. That's what happens. It's not a huge deal, I say at my level, because this particular character has enough wings to get her through pretty much everywhere, so it's not something I'm going to panic about at this point. Yeah, I lost one wing, which isn't too bad. In fact, there's at least half a chance. And I've been spotted, but that's alright, because once I get in here, I'm safe. There you go. So, I lost a wing. Which honestly isn't a huge deal at this point. Oh, but somebody is in trouble back there. Hang on. I can actually make it up here without losing wings, but yeah, it's not too bad. There's a limited chance that one of those wings is actually up. That wing I lost might actually be up here, but I'd be surprised if that was the case. Given that there's something like yeah. And this is the bit. This is the really fun bit. This is the bit where your job is to release as many spirits as you can while surviving polluted water, and no one's been up here lately. So I consider it good manners to light the way up, because other people will be coming down here, coming up here, and so it has made my job a little harder, and I've never gotten a good path through this section. It's always easier when people have been ahead of you and lit the torches so that you can recharge. But I am the first one up here for this particular server. If I'm very lucky, I should... Yeah, and that's a problem. And I've got recharges. Not too bad. Good job I had those. I didn't realise I had 14. I must have picked them up at various points. But in fact, there's somebody I missed back here, I think. Nope. Oh, it's over there. I remember one occasion I actually got to the end, realised I might have missed a few, so I flew all the way back. You can do that. There we go. This is the one I always forget. It's the easiest one to forget. And now what I've got to do is try and figure out... The problem is, you can't always tell whether you've actually released the spirit or not. No, I haven't. That's essentially what you're doing. You are sacrificing yourself to release the spirits. And that is what you are doing with your wings. You are helping others, I want to say with no thought of reward, but in fact, it's not really. You don't get actually that much reward for doing this. Just the opportunity to do it all over again. And yeah, let's just make our way. Oops, there we go. I don't think I've released that spirit, so I'll have to make a quick dash down there. Doesn't help that the water saps your energy too. Still remember my first time doing this. I've told the story before, but I don't think anybody really watches my... there's somebody else who's come through. And, yep, they're a new player. They haven't... this might even be their... yeah, it might be their first time. New players in the game are rather fetchingly called moths, in case you didn't know. And I need... yeah. Let's go over here. Fortunately, they don't really know where they're going. They're doing alright, actually. Yeah, I'll go over and give them a hand in a second. Yeah, don't walk out into the... yep, they're there. Oh! Yeah, they're actually safe there as long as they don't move. I will dash off and help them in a second as soon as I get a recharge, because I've got to run through now. I think this should do it. Oh, where are they going? Yeah, I got lucky. I came here by accident. Didn't know what I was doing, and a veteran player literally took me by the hand and helped me through. Where'd they go? Oh, there they went. Come here. Oh no, it's a different person. That's the new player, and this is not. No, it's not exactly a new player because they're extremely short. That's a chibi. And yep, they've been around at least since last summer. I think that's the summer outfit from last year. Yep. This little person here definitely been around a while. And hoppity hoppity. 1, 2. Yeah. Let's see if we can get them over. Yeah, come on. Doing it on your own. I remember when I first did this, I was told, don't do it on your own. What was the first thing I did after I did it in company? Came back in, did it on my own, just to show that I could. Yeah, but that first time, I'd literally been playing for 2 days. I don't mean 48 hours, I mean I'd played for 2... Yeah, that's not... The umbrella / parasol really isn't going to help. Yeah, they've got, what, 50 wings or so? Can't remember what that is. 35? 55? Oh, this was a mistake. I just went when I shouldn't have gone. But on the other hand, I'd have missed that if I hadn't. Let's see if we can just duck under. There we go. Not too bad. There comes a bit where all the timing in the world won't help you. In fact, we're not far from that at this point. Yeah. And got to get those two. Yeah. The chibi here has been doing this for quite some time. Actually, at least a year, I'd guess. Oh, come on, move. Yeah. Just check something. Yep, I have got the default honk. What am I doing next? I've got those two, so yeah, dashing off over there would be a wise idea. Here we go. Oops. Don't think that was the cleverest move. Might as well go with them. You know what they say, misery loves company. There's always two I forget, and I just spotted them. Here we go. Hello, Arrow. Sorry if I don't necessarily fully engage you in chat at the moment. A little busy. And I'm not even certain I managed to get both those spirits, did I? I will assume I did. Yeah, I'm pretty certain the umbrella doesn't help. Did I get those two? I can't remember. Almost getting to the point now where you may as well just go for it. 1, 2. Okay, that's good. I'm not sure if I got both of those two. I'm going to have to check. I'm pretty certain I did, but I don't... Yes, I did. And bit of luck. Wow. This moth is being tenacious. They're doing well. They're doing pretty good. So I need to go straight that way. Light up the torch over there, and oh, that wasn't it. No, that was not the moment to go. Alright, let's go for it now. Ooh. That was close. Chibis have an advantage in this because they're short, and so they don't necessarily... Did I get that one? The real veterans tell me that this used to be much worse, if you can imagine that. Come on, move, 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 move. Yeah, okay, that's alright. Yeah, Chibi had the same problem. This is why you light up all the torches you can. Did I get that one? Don't think I did. Nope. Yeah, the reward for this is Ascendant Candles. Maximum possible 15.75, which I think I've done a few times. Okay. Oops. We've almost got to the point where really... yeah. I mean, I'm actually in pretty good shape, to be honest. One of the advantages is starting out with as many wings as I had. This is the last point where you can recharge your light. After this, it is nothing but constant trouble. So if somebody's actually taken the trouble to light this torch, I consider it to be... did I get that one? I can't remember. The problem is I got a suspicion I might have missed a few. Let's go check. Oh, I know, I got him. I think I got him. Yeah, it's alright. So I've got 126 light wings left, which is more, should be enough to get me through to the end. I wouldn't be surprised if I've missed a spirit or two. But at this point, you're stuck. From now on, it is, yeah. You might as well just keep going. Because now, this is the bit where you die, basically. You will lose all your wings and die. So now it's just the constant struggle. I wish they'd play through the fire and the flames, but by Dragon Force I think that would be appropriate. And your main problem now, apart from being constantly pummeled, is it gets increasingly harder to see what you're doing. Yeah, and I think there's two more. If I can, I will fly back, try and see if I've missed any. Where are we? There's one. I think this is the last one. No, there's one more. I think that's the last one. So, just for the fun of it, I'm going to head back and see if I've missed any. Hopefully I didn't. No, not so far. No, got those. It would be hilarious if I managed to get back to recharge. I don't think I'm going to. Oh, it's not impossible. Last time I did this, where I got to the end, I hope that's the end. Last time I did this, and I went back all the way to the beginning, and I did actually find there were some I'd missed, and I think that might be one. Nope. That's a place where somebody died. Yeah. That's a regular player who died there. Yeah, at this point you pretty much can't jump. You just pretty much... Ooh, it would be hilarious if I managed to make that. Nope, I'm dead. So that's even for you. Cheers. I hope... Oh, I don't remember this. Yeah. It looks like I think I might have been joined by somebody else. Yeah. Now, there is a problem at this point that sometimes happens. The game crashes. On PC at least. This is PC Linux, in case anybody's wondering. It's not tablet. There's my tablet. This is PC/Linux. And I have had soft crashes at this point. Trying to remember if I've had a hard crash. Probably. It's not a problem per se. If you have a crash at this point, it'll take you back to the portals, and then you can just continue from where you left off. But it is irritating when that happens. Yeah, I've had... Ooh. Bit of a stutter in the sound there, I think, or was it maybe... Oh, I just remembered. I might have to switch to my headset at some point. Yeah, I've had soft crashes at this point. In fact, I think pretty much at any point in this bit, I've had soft crashes. And why is it they can't match up the huggy bit? Okay, so that took me half an hour, not counting the chat at the beginning. Right. Now we have to make our way to Resurrect. Tell you, the first time that this happened, the first time I ran Eden with a complete stranger helping me, she was helping somebody else too. I had no idea. Nobody had told me. I hadn't seen anything. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know that you were supposed to... Well, obviously it does say, you know, you click the button and you... Oh, there's the chibi. I thought, you were going to come to some sort of end challenge. But it was this great big mixture. Oh, I have to turn the music down at this point. The music at this point is copyrighted, and I don't want to have to go through the process of doing what I just did. I mean, the good news is YouTube will remove the music for you. I just don't want to have any kind of copyright warning. It is just a warning. The music is not allowed to be played in China or Belarus, but I just don't want to have to deal with copyright warnings at all if I can avoid it. So that's why the music has now been turned down. It does get removed from Steam. It's not Steam, I'm sorry, Twitch. Twitch will remove copyright music from... Where am I going? Oh, that way. I've forgotten. I think Twitch removes the music, copyrighted music, afterwards, and gives a warning. So it just saves me a bit of bureaucracy, which is a bit of a shame, but I can understand that. But yeah, no, basically, the basic rule, or it was, I don't know what it's like now. If you're in, if this music is, they don't want the music being played in Russia or Belarus. So you then have options to remove the music and so on and so forth. So I just mute the music at this point. So you'll just have to listen to me instead, I'm sorry. Oh, hang on a second. My Mac just went into sleep mode, which isn't really important, but I like to see the clock. Excuse me a moment. Here we go. What was I watching? I've got another screen up there. Siege of Jerusalem, apparently, is what I was watching. Documentary about it. 70 AD. Good heavens, that's unusual. I've got 6 likes. And again, I think the music in this part is copyrighted, so I just want to get through to the bit where I find out if I can actually make 200 wings. Now, there's a very good chance, I think, that I won't make 200 today. But at least I'll know if it's possible. Now, I can't remember how many wing buffs I need in order to get them. I know that without wing buffs, the maximum number of wings you can get from all sources is 121. That includes 6 from the Red Shard events, 10 from Eden itself, 4 from doing the trials, So a total of 121 without wing buffs. So however many wing buffs I get, add 121, and that should give me, well, 120 technically. And that should give me the maximum I can do. So essentially I need 80 or more wing buffs at the end of this. I think I must be pretty close. I don't keep track, unfortunately. I will be very irritated if it turns out I can only get 199. Yeah, normally there's calming music at this point, but again, copyright. Curiously, this particular account started out as wingless, but they accidentally picked up a wing from the Hidden Forest, and I have no idea how they did it. They were on touchscreen at the time. I was playing on touchscreen. I must have literally hit the touchscreen at exactly the wrong point, but I even know the wing I accidentally picked up. I just don't remember doing it. I just suddenly became aware, oops, I picked up a wing. And if you are playing as wingless and you pick up a wing, that's it, you've had it. You've got no way of resuming wingless status. At least, if there is a way, I don't know what it is. I've never seen any hint that it's even slightly possible. I think it used to be, but it isn't anymore. Right. Yes, that's the Aurora outfit. It's a combination. She's got the Aurora clothes, the Aurora hair, 82. 82? Okay, they should just be able to make 200. Oh, wait a minute. I think they hit 83, don't they? Hang on. No, sorry, I was counting the wrong thing. I'm sorry, that's not wing buffs, that was Ascendant Candles, and I didn't bother to count how many they got. I think I should probably check. I think they've got all the wing buffs from this, so we'll have a quick check. Yes. It's entirely possible I've missed one. No. I haven't bothered to do a complete collection of absolutely everything. What did I miss? Okay, and moving on. I'm pretty certain I've got all of these. Oh! I don't think there's a wing buff there, is there? Nope, there isn't. Didn't realise I hadn't gotten all of these. At some point I'll have to grab them. After a certain point you simply don't worry about it too much anymore. Did I just click on that? Yeah, I'm pretty certain there isn't a wing buff there. Nope, there isn't. Yeah, the most expensive cloaks in the game are from the constellations, strangely. If you do pick up wing buffs here, you will get them when you resurrect. If you wait until afterwards, you'll have to go through Eden again. Yeah, these get expensive. Okay. The only reason I'm doing this is when I would be most irritated if I found out I hadn't picked them all up. Oh! Ah, that is a wing buff there, actually. And I haven't got 50 hearts. See? Yes, there is one I haven't got. I think that one costs 12 Ascendant Candles too. They don't get cheap. Yeah, so actually, still one more to get from the Constellation. At least one. Yeah, 150. That's... I haven't got the Bald from the Polite Scholar. Yep. Alright. So at some point when I've got 50 hearts, that's going to take a while. Okay. You're not going to let me... Oh, well, there we go. Yeah. Nope. Where are we? Okay. So, okay, let's see how many wings I'm going to start off the wing run with. And I've got a couple of messages I need to answer. All right. Oh. Please be more than 80. Okay, you do actually pick up, I think, a few more after you ascend, so we'll see. I thought I had more than that. For some reason, you pick up some after you resurrect. So, I'm at 69 now. Am I only at 69? Should be more than that. Yeah, you pick up a bunch of them. Not there, but between now and resurrection, but I can't remember how many. I know it's at least one wing. Yeah. Okay, here we go. And this was the whole point. Find out how many wings I start off with. So in case anybody wants to know the details of the outfit, that is Aurora's white outfit, Aurora hair. The cloak is the Transcendent Journey Pack cloak, and the laurel wreath is from the Olympics last year, and the face mask is from the Journey Pack. Right, 85. There we go. She can make 200. What's this? Oh. Yeah. Okay. 85. So, yep. They can definitely make. She can definitely make 200. Now the main problem is in order to get to 200, they've got to go back through Eden to get the 10 wings in Eden. So, before I do that, I am going to take a quick break, and I will be back shortly. The good news is they only need to get 1 red shard, I think. Yeah, 85. Yeah, they should be able to get to 200. Yeah, they should be able to get to 205, I think. So actually, doesn't need anything from the red shards, doesn't need the trials, but she does need the 10 from Eden. So, yeah, this account now has potentially the most wings of any of my accounts. Right, so anyway, I'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere. I'm an old man, my bladder needs its exercise, so I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Right, and I'm back. So what I'm going to do is I am going to run the rest of the wings before I do Eden, with the exception of the trials. I cannot do the trial of fire on my own to save my life, but depending on how much time we've got. Oh, and I just remembered, I need to say hello to a friend. Just chatting to a friend. Right, here we go, Isle of Dawn. One of the great things about the journey packs, and there's two of them, there's the regular one, and then there's this one. And yes, I do have the Transcendent Cloak in Journey, that's why I got this, is you get this magnificent honk. It's a heck of a lot easier doing a wing run when you start off with a fairly good number of them. But this means I can do... yeah, I can do them all in order, actually. Let me just check something here. Have I got... I do. I've got anti-gravity spells. That does make some of these things a bit easier. Come on. Thank you. Irritating. Alright, that's the first 3. 5 wings here. This is going to be my usual narration for doing a wing run. And hopefully I don't miss one. That would be embarrassing. So, if they were at 193, I think she would have gotten up to 195 or 196 with shard events. So they must have picked up since February, I think it was. 10 wing buffs. If you're wingless, by the way, this is the one that you have trouble with, because if you're wingless and you've come through here and you've managed to avoid, well, you can't get that one. You avoid this one, you avoid this one. This one, it pretty much insists that you try and get. If you have that situation, come round the side and just jump off. If you want to get past that wingless. It's not an auto pickup, but it does lock you into a cutscene where you can't really move without picking up the wing, so you have to escape and come back. So the next wing is round the corner here. And depending on how fast I can get through this, yeah, we'll see. I don't think I'm going to hit... Let's say I don't think I'm going to hit 200 on this live stream. Might, actually. Reason I'm doing Eden last is so that if I lose wings picking up the 10 in Eden, the wings I lose will most likely be scattered around the realms and can be picked up that way, which is a heck of a lot more easy than having to go back up through Eden to Stormlock. And the other wing is up here. So there's 2 ways to get through. 1, you can try and get through that door. And 2, you just use the clouds. Or if you've got enough flappy Can I actually get up there? Nope. Yeah, I should have been able to get up. Ah, that was clumsy of me. There we go. I must remember, I am not doing a candle run. Oh, except for the fact that in order to pick up this one I have to light the candles. Okay, there we go. So that should be everything there. Go home, and now we go and do Daylight Prairie. No, I don't want to go there. Oh, yes, I forgot. Double candle cakes. Oh yeah, I can't resist. I think there's 23 wing lights here. I can never entirely remember. I can tell you where they are, but to actually count the number, I never seem to remember the precise number in each location. And two, you'd have to suffer the embarrassment, well, embarrassing for me, of me watching the count on my fingers. Yeah. Yeah. First one is over here. Well, actually the first one was back where we were, but the next one is in this little cave. The next one after that's atop the weird shaped rock. Yeah, as we got double candle cakes, it would be silly not to get them. So next we head to what do they call this? Can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to actually head to Prairie Peaks to get the 3 there. And that's why I wanted to make sure I had the anti-gravity spells. Because one of them kind of requires it. There's about 2 ways to get this. In fact, it's the next wing I'm going to get. So, first one we're going for is in the caves over here. The next one is atop that mountain, and then the final one is over in the Jolly Geologist's Cave, which is, well, you can't see me pointing, over that way. If you could see the screen as well, that would make more sense. But you can't see the screen, so sorry about that. Oh, that's interesting. The graphical updates to this have quite severely hit performance. Hang on a second. I'm just curious about something. Yeah. CPU's at 100%. Sky is weird. Here, I'll show you. You can see my GPU is only running at 45%. So this is typical. Having 100% on one of the threads, that's your limiting factor. And it used to be that I could run this at 180 frames a second. But With the various updates and downloads, that is no longer possible. In fact, I'm running at less than the refresh rate of one of the monitors. Yeah, so you have to. Yeah, no, this is why I want the anti-gravity. It's a bit of a cheat. But it makes this bit a heck of a lot easier. So that's what I use that for. Apparently there's a way in through the clouds that allows you to fly in from, I think, over there. But I'm not about to try that today. So, with a bit of luck, I've got enough anti-gravity left that will make getting to the top of that peak a lot easier. I reckon, though, that the wing I just got is one of the hardest in the game. There's another one in the Golden Wasteland which is about as difficult, to be honest. This one here is you just climb the clouds, which is a bit frustrating, but quite doable. You can. Yeah, it's making the usual bunny hop a little harder than usual, but that's alright. Oh, come on. Yeah, just fly up. Right, so we got to get up there, which means clouds. You're going to have all the anti-gravity in the world. Easiest way to do that is have somebody piggybacking and with a candle lit. That's the easiest way to do it. Where am I going? Oh, yes. And there's the wing I want. Come on. Just glide in, please. I almost never come at this angle. I normally have to end up going round and coming from the side. That last one, there used to be a way you could. Whoops! You could get to the top of that pillar I was going up, and there would be a recharge point at the top. They aren't there anymore. At least they weren't. They weren't there the last time I checked. Can't have everything, I suppose. Right, third one. In fact, you can just about see where we're headed. Follow the path down there. Vanishes into what is called the Jolly Geologist's Cave. Hello, that's a bit of a graphical glitch there. I'd stop for the dyes, but that's not what this run is about. This run is about wings. Come on. Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have probably cancelled the spell. I think I can. Oh, great. Gonna be difficult with me? Yeah. There we go. Easiest way, or quickest way, is go home and then return. Otherwise you've got to go all the way to the exit, make your way through to the cave. Go away. So, it's easy just to come this way. Now, I don't know about everyone else, but personally I reckon Aurora ought to wear the Transcendent Journey cape. Hopefully, she's not watching. And if she is, please don't take offense. Oh, and you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn back the music on. Okay, here we go. Funny thing is, I didn't even notice the music wasn't playing. I think half the time I don't need the music, I just play it in my head. So, 2 more here. One is through that hole in the wall up there, which I should be able to get. Oh, might as well stop for the candle cake. I love it when they have double candle cakes. It makes your wing runs, that's not your wing runs, your candle runs so much faster. Next one is straight up here. Easy. And then the quickest thing to do is simply just go straight through the exit. Now, one of these is a bit of a pain, to be honest. Not because it's hard, but you'll see. So there are 3 here. This is the first one. In case you were wondering. The next one is in this cave here, which is yeah. Ah, this is useful. Maybe. Oh, they just ran off and left me. No, I don't want that. That doesn't work. And that's what I'm after. It's the door. Oh. Okay. Nope, don't want that either. There we go. You have to be very careful with some of those. I don't know whether it's still the case, but the camera one, as far as I'm aware, that doesn't work anymore, and I don't trust it. I'm just grabbing stuff on the way because the next one is behind this hill. I do love that honk. Now we have to go to the 8-player puzzle area, because there's one in there. And seeing as I'm here, grab these, because I can do it without stopping, more or less. And what we need now is somebody to help us open this door. There's a couple of people around here, so hopefully that's what they've come here for. Let's see if we can grab some attention. Ooh, candle cake. Forgot that one would be there. Yes, they're going in. Good. Ah. Hopefully we don't have too many trolls today. I swear sometimes you get people in here who just want to irritate. Well, as we're waiting, grab those up. Here's a hint for you. Honking does not help. You know, the whole attract attention honk doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't attract people from the outside because they can't hear it. The other thing it doesn't do is help servers merge. So what we're waiting for now is enough people, hopefully in another server, to merge with ours so that we can get through, and honking doesn't help with that. So we've got to wait. Oh, there we go. Whoa! I just realised I have 138 subscribers. Huh. I started the day off with 135. So, if you're watching and you subscribed just now, thank you very much. Okay, somebody decided to be clever. And what are they doing? Did they just... I wasn't watching. Okay. Now it's just a matter of synchronizing. I have seen this this done with as few as 6 players. You could conceivably do it with 4 if everybody was coordinated and willing to dash backwards and forwards. Conceivably. like I say, I've seen it done with 6, where basically you sort of cycle backwards and forwards between those 2 locations rapidly. And where's the next? Oh yeah, over here. Next candle's in this cave here that you can't see. In case anybody's wondering how it is I found out where all the wings are, the simple answer is there's 2 ways I found out. One was by exploration, and the other was online. Online guides. And given that at one point I was essentially running Eden once a week, it didn't take very long to memorize where everything is. Yes, I know, I'm picking up candles. Can't resist sometimes. So 2 more here. What we want is, well, you can see the glow from the first one. This one's an easy. And the next one, if you are early game, it's a little harder. You use the I don't know actually if I can actually do this in. Yeah. And now we're heading off the... Oh, just so you know, this is the temple. I mean, obviously. That area below us is called the village. Now, I know people who are hanging around watching this know all this, but just in case anybody comes along later, yeah, this is the village. The region we're heading for is the nest. And there are 2 in the nest. One right below us. And the next one's up on that island over there. Ooh, actually, now that I think about it, has anybody left a candle cake around here for me to grab? Sorry, I want the candle cakes. They're just convenient. Yep, there's one. And there might be one off over there, and it doesn't look like there is. Nope, don't think so. Oh, okay. Well, that is all the candle cakes, I think, and oh, I might have missed one. Probably missed one. Back at the temple. There's probably one inside the temple. Doesn't matter. Okay, there are 8, and we just showed up in time for the poopy turtle. It's what I call it. I know it's the turtle event, but I have been calling it the poopy turtle for some time. Because it poops green light. What else are you going to call it? It's a poopy turtle. It has a counterpart in Treasure Reefs, the poopy eel, because it flies around leaving blue light. So, next one, if I can get my flappies going, is over here. So there's 4 on the outside. The one I just got, the one that's on that floating island there above the geyser. By the way, if you don't have enough glide to get there, the geyser will get you up. Into the air, I mean. I must admit, I am quite disappointed in that game company that their various upgrades have dropped frame rate by such a large margin. That's a little disappointing. So the next one is actually behind the peak of that hill. What do we think? Is that a hill or a mountain? I mean, if we're measuring from sea level, that's not 1,000 feet, is it? The reason I say 1,000 feet, I think there's some official rule somewhere or other that says a mountain has to be at least 1,000 feet tall. Otherwise, it's just a hill. Here we go. Next one is, well, you can see it right there on the cliff. Now we go for the 4 that are actually inside the island. First one is in the cave round the corner. Yeah, just here. Looks like I'm not the only one. Knock over the crabs. Oh, someone's been through here. Well, obviously they have. Sometimes they haven't. I don't know how the servers, how they work the servers. So the next one is at the base of the waterfall. One after that is up here. You don't actually have to sit it, you can get it on the move. And the final one is through this cave. Oh. Oh, looks like someone's been kind enough to... They've made the dark plant harder now for some reason. You used to be able to have a situation almost every time you came through here. That dark plant would have been burned down, but now it seems that they reset it or something. So that's the last one here. That is Daylight Prairie all done, I hope. I can't think of what I've missed. So, if we want to check, come have a look at the map shrine. So, first thing I can tell you is that one's a bug. That's a traditional bug. That is the trials. This is where we've just been. And this is where we are going. That's the hidden forest. So far, with luck, I haven't missed one. It is actually, I did once miss one in the Isle of Dawn, and I didn't realise I hadn't missed it because that little sparkly light showed up in the Isle of Dawn, which is known to be a bug. But I had actually missed one there, which was slightly embarrassing. Right, what are the dailies today? Okay, I might get some of that. We'll see. So I have a choice at this point. because there is one in the wind paths, and I might as well go do that because I've got to do it sooner or later, and this is a nice convenient method of getting into the wind paths. And I never get this one first time. Basically, you fly around the edge and you look down, and it is this one that we're after, which should be up there. And I can, half the time I swear I don't go to the right tunnel, but hopefully that's it. That should be the right one. Yes, it was. And now we head back the way we came, if I can find it. It should be up here. It is, isn't it? Drat. It's not. It's this one. Yeah, there we go. Next two are in the treehouse. Can't remember if this account has actually completed the treehouse quests now that I think about it. I think so. The treehouse ones, one of them's fine. That's a nice easy one, but you'll see the problem with the next one. Because it rains a lot in the treehouse, and yeah, well, you'll see what I mean in a second. I'm sure there are people watching this who know exactly what I mean. So, yep, it's raining. We are just going to dash through. First one's in, I don't know what it's called. It looks like a root cellar, because it's a cellar and it's in the roots. Oops. Here we go. Oh yes, I have done this. Couldn't remember. Come on. I swear half the time you end up just jumping in the right direction and hoping you're getting it right. Yeah. Okay, now the next one is slightly more awkward. If you have an umbrella and you are relatively early game, because you need to go up there and let's count the flaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you need 5 flappy levels to get that one, and if you don't get it, you are now flapless in the rain, which is a great way of losing your light and potentially your wings. So if you are relatively early game, that one can be a bit tricky. Again, if you're with a friend, that's not so bad. And you can see the next one. It's on that platform. This one too is, if you get your glide path more or less right as you come in, it's not a huge problem. The problem is if you miss, you have to use the clouds to get back up again, and that can be a pain. And of course, if you're early game, and this is the third realm, you won't have a lot of wings. So your danger here is... Oh, okay, someone already grabbed them. Yeah, the danger here, obviously, is the rain washes away your light. I have spent quite a bit of time in parts of this area helping people who have basically lost their light. So, I now have two choices. I can either carry on this way and come back, or I can head straight to Grandma's, because there are 6. Well, I say 6. It depends. There are 3 in Grandma's. I'm wrong. Three in Grandma's. The first one is up behind here. You follow the ladder around. There's the first one. Next one you'll see as you come around the corner here. And I got 120. Yay! Everything else is just suffering. Wow, that's not quite true. There is one in the season of the Bluebird, which is a new one. So we'll head in after that. Stand here, turn round. There it is. And I think this one takes you back to Grandma's, but I'm not sure. I hope so. Yep. Now, there are 4 more. In principle, they're available from here, but it does depend. And most of the time it's not doable, but we'll see. No, you need 2 people. Yeah. So I can't get that one right now. It doesn't matter. There is another way in, which we will come back to, unless I can find someone else. I can't get in that way, can I? They didn't change it. No, they didn't. Alright. So there's 4 in the underground caverns. If you can't get in that way, you can get in via the wind paths. So what we'll have to do is finish off here and then go back in. Right. Where are we? Okay, well, I know where we are. I just need to make sure I... Yeah, first one in this region. What do they call this? Forest Brook? Yeah, right there. Now it's up to you where you go next. There's one right there. Or there's this one over here. So it's entirely up to you which one you do first. And I don't think I've got the flappy to get up there straight. So, oh, yes I do. I don't normally come at it from that angle, so this is slightly different. Yes, Arwen hates this one because this is the one she accidentally picked up when she was wingless. I was infuriated. So was she. Right, final one is on the way out. There you go. There are 3 in this general region. First one, go between these two pipes, fly up, look for the hollow tree right there. Well, next one is, can you see it from here? Nope. Yes, you can just about see where it is. You see the pillar? Not the pillar. The tower. Yeah, with the spirit door at the top. You don't have to go through the spirit door. You just have to get up there. Use the blooms if necessary. You don't have to fully recharge, you just have to have enough flappy to get you there. Because, yeah, you can get it without going through the spirit door. One more here. Head for the broken bridge. And you can just about see the glow at that last tower. And in case you didn't know it, you can turn the rain off in here. It is important to realize that you are only turning the rain off for yourself. You're not turning it off for everybody else. If you're coming through here wingless, this one's actually quite tricky not to pick up. In other words, if you're lighting the lights and turning the rain off and you're wingless, missing that takes a bit of care. Finally, we need to head to Forest End. Because there's one in Forest End, and then we need to come back, go through the wind paths for 4 more. Not going to bother with any of the light in here. I'm just going to go up. I still find it amusing that there's one wing buff I'm missing from the constellations. Right. One question I heard, and the answer should be fairly obvious, but the question was, when you are going through the friendship tree, you do actually offer up ascendant candles. Those do not count as wing buffs. Be nice if they did, but then you'd have people with hundreds and hundreds of wings. There you go. That one's actually a surprisingly easy one to miss if you lose concentration for a minute. Alright, so now I need to go back and I need to go through the wind paths. And I nearly didn't. So, back through the wind paths we go. One day, probably in another year if I'm still playing, I won't have to do all of these just to get back to 200. So what we want to do is go down and round through here, and we're looking for the tunnel on the left. I think it's the first one actually. Yep, it is. Yeah, the one with the green light. And you want to go under the birds, because if you go through them you'll get swept up in the wind. So we just want to go through there like that. And there's the entrance to the underground caverns. Once we've done this, we'll go to... Oh, I don't like doing the next one. It's not fair, it's alright. So the first one you want is easy, follow the birds. In fact, if you get it just right, you can just follow up and the birds will recharge you, which makes life nice and easy. Here's the first one. You don't actually have to get on the pillar. Second one is off to the left now. And I should have just enough lappy to get up there. Yeah. And you want to do a deep call for the butterflies. Yes, I know I'm picking up light. But the butterflies will take you pretty much all the way to where you want to go. And I always have to look around for it, but there's a cavern, there it is. There's a hole in the wall, and that's where we're going. And that's the second one in there. If you've seen me do a wing run before, you've seen me pretty much do all of them. The only thing that changes is how fast I do them. I think my best time for doing all the regular wings, not the trials, not Eden, I think my best time for that was about 2¼ hours. So I was going to say the next one is just down there. There you can see it. Well, somebody came here for dyes, which I don't really need. I've maxed out the green and I don't have much use for the blue at the moment. Oh! If I'd been slightly faster, I would have made that. Next one actually looks a lot harder than it really is, but I guess it does depend on how many wing levels you have. We are heading up there, pretty much to the way out. And I don't have enough flappy levels, so I'm just going to go land on a bloom and recharge. Because what you're heading for, you can just follow up. Actually, you can do that. If you can get it just right with the birds, yeah, you can do it. Alternatively, you can go through the entrance to the cave there. I'm going to try and just get up to that ledge. Yeah, there we go. And then just climb the light blooms. And then the next wing is right over there. And if you want to, you can actually go through and go back to Grandma's. Sorry, elevated clearing. But we don't need to do that. We need to get... We are going down here. And which way you go now is entirely up to you. I am going to go this way first. You're going to have to come back at least twice. Yeah, you don't have to. You could come back. Hang on. Yeah, yeah, it's easier to do it this way. You can get here from the Colosseum, but to be honest with you, it's easier just to whip straight on through. Yeah, do this one, exit, come back. You can get to the Colosseum from here, but that doesn't help you because, yeah, you'll see. So, first one's in the theatre. Well, behind the theatre. Look for the guitar. Hop over the guitar. Go behind it. There's one. Oops. Now we're going to head for the hot springs. Come on. Oh, I see. You're not going to let me jump down. Oh, you irritating game. Alright, I'll go out the conventional way then. So now we head back to the Village of Dreams and head up to the hot spring. Now I do mean head up to the hot spring because while you're up here you might as well get the candle cake at the top. So there's a cave down here. We just go into the cave. Next one we want is... yeah. There's a cave, more or less straight ahead of me. That's where we're going. Now we have to go to the top of the ski run. Oops. If I'm here, I might as well get this. Hello, Gem. So, yeah, we need to go all the way to the top. And there is one which you can't actually see from here, but it's, yeah, right at the top there. Yeah. I don't like that one. There's winds and... yeah, you'll see. You do want to be fully charged for this next one, ideally. But there's this tower at the end of the ski run. You can see it at the top there. Behind the top, there is one up there, but you have to fly up to it and It's always a pain. So what I actually like to do is get onto the nose here, wait for it to come round. And you want to be about lined up with the center of the building, and up we go. And as you can see, it's not an easy flight, but that's actually not too bad. And then we head up to Hermit Valley. Oops. Recharge anybody who needs it. There is sometimes a bug here which kicks you high above the clouds. Or you can get blown off like that. Just things to watch out for. So, head up to... I actually don't know what this is called. Hermit's Cave? I mean, I know this is Hermit Valley. But anyway, yeah. This is the easiest way to do it, I think. Might as well pick up the candle cake here because you're practically on top of it. But that window, that's where we're going. Fly up and go through the window. And then turn this way. And there is... yeah, there we go. Now, if you are very, very lucky... nope, we're not going to be today. It's actually possible to do two things at once here. You can actually start the downhill run, go and get the next wing, then continue the downhill run. But apparently that's not going to happen today. So, okay, that's fine. But this is the last one in this particular region. And there's a couple of ways you can do this, but it all ends up the same. There is a cave ahead of us. Basically, you see where that cloud is. Right. Right there. You can actually land on the ledge below and then use the cloud to get up here. But, no need. Right. Now we head back home. And head back in. Get used to it. So, there's an auto pickup on the way down to the ice rink. And then there's two at the ice rink itself. And then we have a decision to make. You'll see what I mean. Yep. You don't have to stop for it. So, there are two at the ice rink itself. One which is over there on the central bit, and there's another one down here. And in fact, it's right off to the left there. But again, I can't resist a candle cake, so grab that one. And then the next one right there. At which point, like I say, you have a choice to make. Which way do you want to go? You're going to have to go both ways sooner or later anyway. I don't know if one's more efficient than the other. Arguably, yes. Arguably, you should go this way first. But that's arguable. But one way, shape or form, you got to do one of these runs. Actually, you've got to do this one. You don't have to completely do the one from the Citadel. Just had a thought. Only reason I switched it down to 60 frames a second is I'm curious to see, which I shall find out in a moment, how much effect that has on CPU utilization. Actually, let's try that right now. I am just mildly curious. Heh, that's interesting. Has had no effect on CPU utilization. That's weird. Oh well. So the first wing in this downhill run is, well, we'll see it. It's right under that, I say under that bridge, just beyond the bridge ahead. There we go, you can see the glow. It's an auto pickup as well, just go straight through it. Next one is between here and the Colosseum proper. And you'll see it shortly. You literally can't miss it. It's there. Again, it's an auto pickup. Just blast straight through. Now you do have to do the next bit, because there's two more wings here. So one way or the other, you got to do the whole fragment of light thing. If you don't do it now, you'll have to do it later. So might as well get on with it. I missed one. Because one way or the other, you got to go through this bit. And we're heading up there. That particular statue on its shoulder. I don't know if I've got the flappy to do it from the arena floor, but no, I'm not doing very well there. Come on, there we go. So there's that one. Head into the temple. Thump. That's taking you to the Aurora's Musical Voyage, obviously. If you haven't seen the... I might as well get this. If you haven't seen the concert, now's a good time to do it. Because you can get in without having to know somebody who has the Aurora cape. I do actually like these, the dyes there. 5 different colours. Pretty. Yes, I think it's pretty. So, here it is. Head back home. Because we now have to come all the way back down to the ice rink and then turn left into the Colosseum. Because we have... Nope. Because we have... oops, I'm going the wrong way. Because we have... what is it? 4 more to get. Yeah, 4 more to get. Good news is we don't have to go all the way down to the Colosseum again. Just most of the way. For someone who is determined not to do a candle run, I've picked up 10 candles so far. I'm trying to think. I think that's the... Is that the last of the easily available candles in a wing run? Possibly. Unless you do the trials, of course. So... up to the Citadel. There's 2 in the Citadel itself. And then there's 2 more in the run down towards the Colosseum. Basically follow the birds, unless you want to do a candle run here, which I'm not about to do. And as you can see, birds keep you recharged, which is quite nice. And we're heading there. So this is the first one in this region. And the second one is over here. You can see the alcoves there, and you can see where the wing is. This is an auto pickup, you just have to get close enough. And it is at the bottom. There we go. Now we've got to go through, I suppose that's a temple. I actually like coming here to pick up the dyes, which, unless they are already lit, which they are. Oh, that's good. Thank you. I'll take those. It has to be said, I don't normally. Yeah, okay. It is sometimes very tempting to use the honk to pick up. If I'm flying through, I do. Otherwise, yeah, I'm in a hurry today. for certain values of the word hurry. One thing we do not care about in the next bit is picking up light fragments, so but we do have 2 more auto pickups, and then we can consider this done and head for the Golden Wasteland. And the Golden Wasteland is actually kind of fun. Unfortunately, you have to go to every part of the Golden Wasteland. Right. I don't care about picking anything up. First wing we're after is actually just round this corner on the right. Just whip through here. Stick to the right, and you want to bet. No, obviously, there's only one way to go. Well, no, there's more than one way to go, but you can see the light at the end, and I nearly messed that up. There you go. 150. Yay. Only 50 more to go. Oh, it auto-added. I didn't get the... Never mind. I shouldn't complain. So the next one we're after, yeah, just follow around, and it too is on the right. You're looking for the... There you go. That's what you're looking for. It's atop that spire right there, and then we can go home. Unless I miss, which I did not. Yeah. I just want to go home now. Oh, great. Just want to go home. Right. I am going to double check, make sure I got everything at the shrines. So that's the famous bug. All clear there, all clear here, all clear there. Wind paths, yep. So we are heading for this next, which is the Golden Wasteland. No, unfortunately you can't just go straight through. First of all, you have to go to Treasure Reef. You can do this in whatever order you like, but you're going to have to go to Treasure Reef to pick up 2 wings from there. It's, yeah, pretty much mandatory, unless you don't want them. One of these is relatively straightforward. The other one, yeah, pretty much have to know it's there. I don't know where I'm going. Yes, I do. First, easiest way to do this, head for that tower. The wing is not on top of the tower, it's on top of that tower, but this is the easiest way to get there. Arguably. Yeah, it's the easiest way to do it. Give a honk here, it'll carry you up. If you need to recharge on the light bloom, which looks like a giant fungus. But you're heading for the top of that tower now. And again, you could find it through exploration, I suppose. I can't remember how I found it. I can't remember whether this one I just said, ooh, what's up there, or what. But if you're after map shrines, you will end up here because there's a map shrine there. And the next one is down there. Straight through that hole. Whee! And then, yes, there's the poopy eel. Look. Yeah. It's left poopy blue light behind. Open the secret passage. Well, not so secret really. I mean, again, if you didn't know it was there, come on. Here we go. And yeah, you can't miss it. You basically just go straight through. If you're running out of breath, there's a patch of air up there. The good news is, once you've picked this up, go straight home. You don't have to go all the way back out. You don't have to go back on the boat. You just come this way. Right. Now we dive through the maelstrom and end up with sand in. Yeah. Those of you who have spent any time going through the maelstrom know what happens next. Please insert jokes here. Oof. You gotta watch that. That first step is a doozy. How did I end up with sand in my ears? My antlers will never be the same again. Yeah, it depends. I don't know why I'm going around this way, but okay. If you don't have a lot of flappy levels, sorry, wing levels, this is the easiest way to go. You just come around this side. And you could probably do that with 6 flaps, and then you need 1 flap to get to the next part, and then there's that wing ahead. You can do it. I probably could have done it from the ground level at this point, but if you've got any doubt, do it the way I just did it. Next one is right there. Can't miss it really. Now after this, we have to go to Forgotten Ark. And again, you don't have to do it this way, but sooner or later you got to go through the Forgotten Ark. And you've got to go the complete length of the Forgotten Ark. Now, at the end of that, it's a bit debatable. It's probably quicker to go home and come back, to be honest with you, which is what we'll do. And then we get to do the fun bit, which is graveyard, broken temple, back to the graveyard, back to the battlefield, then the battlefield, then the temple. That's the order I generally do it in. And you'll see why I do it in that order. Wow. I was just looking at my YouTube channel dashboard. I've had 2,000 views in the last 28 days. I think that's a record for me. And 917 hours, mostly live streaming. I'm pretty certain that's a record too. Right. So, if you come here and you have run out of... Nope. There should be a recharge point somewhere. Nope. I don't actually trust that, to be honest with you. So I have no idea what it is. Oh. You do have to watch out. This is what I was after. People do apply hacks sometimes in shared spaces. That's something to be aware of, and if you get inadvertently caught up in it, there's stories that people have received bans for hacks applied in shared spaces. And I don't mean the person who put the hack in place in the first place. I mean if you use a hack in a shared space or shared memory or whatever. Yeah. People allegedly have been banned for that. So, 2 wings here, you can see the first one. If you need a quick recharge, go hug the spirit. But we won't, because we are here to pick that up. Yay. Final one in this region is in the caves over there. It's kind of weird watching the YouTube preview I've got here. Because there's about a 30-second delay. And the reason I have this up, by the way, in case anyone's wondering, is if there's a problem, I'll see it, hopefully. So, here's the last one. Here's the next one, I should say. There. And I think the easiest thing to do at this point is go back home. And then we head back in again. This is the last time we will be doing that. The next time we go home, we will be at the temple. In fact, having said that, I am going to go and exercise my bladder for a couple of minutes. I will be back shortly. Well, I'm back. I'm just going to check something here. I just want to have a quick look, see what's happening on Twitch, if anything. And nobody's watching on Twitch. I'm just doing this for fun. Right, back to the maelstrom. I think I'm running out of tea. I might have to make some more. Oof. Right, just go straight across here. Nothing to see. But this is actually kind of fun in a way. If you come here for the first time doing a wing run, this is the way I'm going to do this now is I think it's the easiest way of doing it. If you have a different opinion, feel free to argue with me about it, I don't mind. And the reason I'm burning these is because I need the recharge. There are recharge points on the other side. I hope. Yeah, never mind. That would actually probably get me across the next section. So, yeah, recharge. Yeah. Thank you. That was quick. Right. And we are going to risk going straight past Sid here. As far as I'm concerned, all the Dark Dragons are called Sid, except Spiky. If you don't have the flappy levels, well, it only took me 3, so that's not too bad. Yeah, he's easy. There's one just around the corner here. You can see it glowing. So what I do now is get the first one from this area. There's 4 in this area. I'm not going into the crab fields yet. I'm going for this one. Grab that, go straight back out. Now we're heading back to the we're heading for the crab fields. And I should have enough flappy to get the next one. If I don't do any more flapping in between. Yeah, I should have enough. If you have come through here and you've maybe got 75 wings, the anti-gravity spell is useful. What we're looking for is up here on the right, high up there. You can just about see the glow. And hopefully yeah. But the anti-gravity spell is quite useful for that one. Next one is in the boat. In fact, you can see you see the crack in the hull ahead of me. That's where we're going. And I will wait for Sid there. I ought to come up with better names for all of them, but Sid seems to be the default. Somebody on Facebook the other day was asking what we would call them, and they did not mean what names we gave them. But invariably, people like me said Sid. Or Spiky Spice Face. Now, here's something to watch out for. If you're here with somebody else, there's a chance that where the dragon is for you isn't the same place as the dragon is for them. Especially if they teleport to you. So, grab this one, and then we're heading back to... I think it's called the graveyard, isn't it? The boneyard's in Hidden Forest, this is the graveyard. I think that's right. You will want your flappy levels. So, save your energy. I hope I get this right. If you have any doubts, using the anti-gravity spell at this point is actually quite useful. But because the easiest way to do this is to fly high and dive bomb. Because the first one is on the steps there. And hopefully I got this right. Because if I didn't, it's going to be embarrassing. Yeah. Fly over the top, dive bomb. If you have low wing levels, use an anti-gravity spell, or take a friend. Or you can just scuttle around them, but this is the easiest way I found. Heading off round the side, and it's in that little tunnel there, and you should be quite safe, with the emphasis on should be. If you're a bit slow, things may change, but that's it. That's all of them in this area. Now we simply flap back for the exit. Three more to go in the Golden Wasteland. First one you can actually see. And I need a recharge. Or bring a friend. So yeah, you can see the glow from the first one that we're after. Probably just fly up there now, can't I? Oops. This is generally a safe area unless somebody's going into the temple. I did an experiment, oh grief, must be a year ago now, where I tried to find out what happened if you were back in the castle somewhere. In fact, we may well find out what happens now. They're going to go into the temple, which means we've got a bunch of krill that might be released. Yes, they probably will be. I would strongly say, if you know that there's somebody else with you, wait for them to catch up. But we are going to be lucky this time. I have literally... Yeah, you can see the issue. I've literally been over there, and somebody opened up the temple, and the krill came out. I think that's relatively recent behaviour, because I'm pretty certain at one point, if I had, and I tried it with 2 different accounts, so I had one account open the temple, and I had the other account hidden way back, and the krill didn't come out. But yeah, well, there you go. Right, so Vault of Knowledge. Various ways of doing this. I might as well grab the dailies here. So there's that one. There's 2 more in here. Now here's a bit of a problem. You need somebody to come along and assist. Unless one of these works. And apparently yeah, not helping me at all, that one. Yeah, here we go. This sometimes works, and there we go. Oh, nope. Misjudged that one. Nope. Did somebody open it up for me? I don't mind. Might as well get the purple light while I'm here. Purple light is... yep, there we go. I should be able to get it as it comes through if I can. Strangely, if you're wingless, you can actually get this light. It comes low enough that you can, in fact, sort of grab it. Yeah. And I'm out. That's alright. You recharge from the floor. But we are heading up through that crack in the wall. What have we got to do? Oh, okay. This is a relatively easy one today. This is on the way. Where'd he go? Oh, there. If you don't have time for a full candle run, and get the seasonals, and if you don't spend them, they get converted to candles at the end of the season, and as you can see I have 168. So basically just follow. It's heading in the right way. Just follow the tunnel around. Not really costing me any time. A little bit maybe. But, should be the final drop. Going faster than the Spiriters. Right. So we're in the right general area. I'll grab the Spirit. Come back for it in a second because we have 2 wings to get, and one is over this way. There. And the other one is up the ladder. There we go. All I've got to do now is find the way out. Which was down here, yeah. Loads of time. I think it's a 15-minute time limit on this one. There we go. Yeah, come on. And of course it changed my stance, didn't it? Because she normally does the hands in front of herself. Not much point in going back home, to be honest, for this one. Not at this point at any rate. But we now have 7 more to pick up, which are slightly awkward. And that involves... darn, can't see my clock. And I'll go back and get the... yeah, I'm almost done there. Hi, Kubu. How you doing? So, yep. Do the Moomin one first. And where is it? Over there. Yeah. So, for any new people, this was Eden and a wing run, and in principle, depending on how tired I get, I might be able to hit 200 wings for the first time with this account. Honestly, it depends on... once I finish doing the regular realms, it really kind of depends on how tired I get. I got a suspicion I should be okay if I just get the Trials and Eden, and then that might bring me up to 200, but I can't remember how many I started with now that I think about it. So, back we go. We're gonna do this twice more. So, it's up to you which you do next. I will do Starlight Desert. Three wing lights in the Starlight Desert. First one, I say first one, yeah, first one's over there on the right, atop the giant jar. And I suppose I could fly rather than bunny hop. But you're going to have to use the clouds. Unless you're in company, you're going to have to pretty much. No, in the deer area there are 3. Yeah, definitely 3. Which you will see shortly. Yeah, there's one on top of the palace. There's one through the clouds where the deer, the 9-colored deer, comes, and then there's one on the way to the palace over the ridge and down. That's it. There's 3 there. In this particular little section, there are 7 in total. 1 in the Moomin area, 3 in the Starlight Desert, 3 in the Season of the 9-colored deer. Crescent Oasis, that's what they call it. The one that looks like a sort of a cross between Arizona and New Mexico, via way of bits and pieces of a painted desert. Is there one in the special area? I actually didn't know that. But I don't have the cape, so it doesn't count. Doesn't really matter for this. But yeah. That one. And now we head over the clouds. And I probably could glide to it from here, but I'm going to recharge on the clouds anyway. I had no idea there was one in the special area, and I've been in there. I don't remember seeing it. Bit of a cheek, honestly. Oh, you can get 1 extra wing, but you need to have paid a significant amount of money for the special cape that doesn't even really look that good. Now, I am not one to complain about in-app purchases, obviously. But yeah, as you can see. Oh, what am I doing? I need to go back home. You can actually get back to that sort of mini portal region from here. It's just not as quick. Under the tree roots. There's tree roots in the special area? I didn't even know there was a tree in there. Or are you talking about the treehouse? Special area, in case anybody's wondering, is through here. And you do need a special cape to do it. Takes you to the That Game Company offices. Right, Crescent Oasis. And this season has... I did like this season. This was the first season I played when I started playing last February. Season of the 9-colored deer was the first one for me. And I like the music here. And I used to live in the Sonoran Desert, so while this isn't technically looking like the Sonoran Desert, it does look a bit like parts of New Mexico. I'll show you what I mean in a second. Yeah, Season of the Nine-Colored Deer was a bit weird. You've got this area here, which to me, okay, apart from the colour of the sand, always reminds me of, yeah, Arizona, New Mexico. You've got this sort of Anasazi themed thing. That banding there, the petroglyphs, yeah. But then the season itself, I think, was based on Indian folklore. Not Native American Indian, Indian subcontinent folklore. You know, Southeast Asia type thing. So there's the first one. Second one is on top of that temple. Well, not right now, to be honest with you. I got no objection to the idea in principle, but I've got, yeah. How long have I been going? 2 hours? No. Going nearly 3 hours, so I'm kind of keen to get this finished, if I can. Yeah, like I said, this is a wing run, so I'm kind of keen to get it over with. I'm not... Wing runs are a pain in the neck. Hang on, what time is it? Oh grief, it is 2:30. Yeah. So I've been doing this for 3 hours. My brain is going to start falling apart fairly shortly, I almost guarantee it. And I did Eden at the beginning of the live stream as well. Because like I say, I think this account should be able to do good for 200 wings, but I'm not sure whether I can achieve that during this live stream. We'll see. I'm almost certainly going to have to go back up through Eden, and I think if, yeah, we'll see. If my mathematics is correct, and it often isn't, if I do everything plus Eden and the trials, I think I might hit 120. I might need a red shard event. And I don't know, is there a red shard event today? Hang on, I'll find out. No shard eruptions today. But my mathematics is notoriously bad. I can't even remember how many wing buffs I exited orbit with. I think it was 86. Right. So now there's 86. There's 120 total. 121. So anyway. I know if you have no wing buffs at all, you can in principle get 121 wings. Where's the light? Where's the light? Oh, there it is. I haven't actually been doing a candle run, despite appearances. Oh, I nearly forgot this one. I nearly forgot this one. That would have been embarrassing. Is this the point at which I should say, this is not a tutorial? I am fallible and prone to error. Yeah, just head to the crack in the wall. Turn sharp right here. Look behind the bars. Grab it. Oh, here we go. I hope I'm right in that... No, wrong one. Told you, fallible. Come on. Keep it together. Don't fail me now, brain. Right. Trying to do 3 things at once. Come here. Alright, that's got the dailies for the day. Let's make sure I get all the candles, go up to the next level, and then we are on our way. Did I get you? I can't remember. 1, 2, 3. 1 back there. Why do I get the feeling I'm missing 1? I know, I did these already. Just by lighting them up, I make sure. Oh. Knew I missed 1. Oh. Somebody's been cooperative on another server, I suspect. Huh. Unless it was... Unless they were glitching or something. Come on, sit down, please. Thank you. How can they see with the hair over the eyes? I don't want to know, do I? Actually, what am I doing? Oh, yes. Grab the candle cake, because candle cakes. Grab that. Grab this. Go light up. There we go. I can't resist the candle cakes, they're just too useful. And I swear this wasn't a wing run. I've only got, what, 10 wings? Oh, 11. Yeah. I don't think anybody's coming to help you through that door, unfortunately. I mean, I would, but we need 2 others, and I am not minded to hang around, unfortunately, otherwise I would help you. And if there's a shared space up there, you can get through, but then I'd have to go home again, and I don't want to do that. I just want to get this lot done and out of the way. Yeah, sorry. Oh. There was somebody there. Okay. Alright, I'll help. Oh, there's a first. I never did that before. Oh, come on, open the door. Human beings. Alright, there we go. That's my good deed for the day. Nah, no, I'll probably do others. Now I think I'm... Oh, look at that. Ah, I didn't know that would happen. Oh, that is funny. My goodness me. That is... I've never done that before. I've never hopped off the moving platform like that to help somebody. And I didn't know it would then have that effect. That is, that's kind of cool. I thought for half a second I'd have to go home. Actually, I just realised a friend of mine might be coming along. And if they do, I might be able to persuade them to do the trials with me. I cannot do the Trial of Fire solo to save my life. Oh, let me see. Oops. Sorry, I'm just leaving a message here. Right. 2 wings here, aren't there? And I just need to remind myself where I'm going. Because I may as well get all the candles here. Simply too convenient. And most of them are arguably on the way. Do you know what? I need... Unless I've missed something significant, I think I'm going to need red shard events to get to 200. Could have sworn I would have made it without. Yeah, I'm going to need red shard events. Drat. I thought I wasn't going to need those. Where are you? Oh, okay. Someone already got it. I mean, I can tell you right now, I can make 200 with red shard events, no problem at all. It's just that, yeah. But I could have sworn I was further along than that. We'll see. Pretty certain there's only 2 more of them here. There's one, where is it? Yep, it's over here. Unless I've missed something. I'm gonna need... oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna need 2 red shard events, I think. So, if anybody's wanting, hoping to me to break 200 during this live stream, it's not going to happen. My math is terrible. I should have. Mind you, when I started, I didn't realise, I didn't know how many wing buffs I would have coming out of orbit. So, but nope, 200 is not going to happen today. Oh. And by the time I've done this, I could just flap up. Oh, heck. Don't know why I'm bothering to mess around. So this is the last of the regulars, I think. I will go back to the map shrine to make sure, but I'm pretty certain I could have sworn I left Eden with 86 wing buffs. I should have it. What have I missed? Oh! No. Oh. Hang on. Yeah. My mathematics doesn't math. Let's see. What have I missed? Okay, that's a bug. We know this. Got them all there. Got them all here. Oh! I missed one. How did I miss one? How did I miss that one? Huh. Did I not pick it up? Must not have done, I suppose. You kidding me? Alright, now I've got to go find out. Oh, hang on. Yes. At least I want to get the regulars. That would take me up to 80. No, that would take me up to 185. Okay, so if I get 185, I still... Okay, so that would be 185. I will be eventually 185 plus Eden 195 plus plus the trials. That's 199, after which I will need 1 red shard event. So, yeah. If I had had enough hearts to pick up that wing buff from the constellation, I needed to get a particular cape, and I needed 50 hearts for it, which I don't have. Then I could have done 200 today without the red shard events. But, as it is, there is no red shard event today. So, once I find out where this wing is, I'm going to bring this to an end. But that is that's funny. How did I still want to know how? I'm getting tired. Brain's in the process of locking up. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, I'm an idiot. I know the one I missed. Oh, grief. How could I have missed that one? Next level up. That's the one I missed. And I've no doubt people, if there were people watching, would be screaming at me to say, you missed one. And if you're watching the replay later, you will probably be screaming at me saying you missed one. Yeah, I did. I know which one I missed. Next level. How did I miss that? This is nothing, by the way. First time I broke 200 wings with my oldest account, I needed all the regular wings. I needed the wings in Eden. I needed the wings in from the trials, and I needed 4 red shard events, I think. And the one I missed is up there, I think. Yep, I can see it now. This is what happens when you stream for 3 hours and you're me. My 59-year-old brain just goes bloop. Alright, there we go. That's it. Still could have sworn I started off with 86. Alright, let's double check. So, that's a bug. 4 there. 10 there. That's 14. And yeah. I don't see anything else that I missed. That, as I said, is a bug. So there's 14 more available in the realms. 199. So I need 1. Yeah. If there was a red shard event, I'd be tempted to try and finish it, but I'm not going to, because the next red shard event isn't until, let's see, it's not today. It isn't tomorrow. It's Friday. So the next Red Shard event is Friday. So she can't get 200 wings until Friday. Right. Oh well. My math really ain't mathin'. Ooh, that's a terrible, terrible expression. So, anyway, thank you all so very much for watching. Those of you who watch later, hope you all have a good day. If you have watched to the end of this and want to know when I stream on a more regular basis, it is during the mornings, 9 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. I stream The Long Dark. Apart from that, it's the same thing. So, I hope you all have a good day. Be nice to